Hey, how you guys doing? This your boy. I need to get a good angle because I'm looking kind of old, you know, and no offense to the old people, but I'm only 21, y'all, and I'm out here looking like I'm 50. I got the beard going on. I just need to get my ass home and get some grooming going on because this is totally not me. Like, people that know me, they know that I'm always well groomed, you know what I'm saying? So as soon as I get home, man, I'm gonna cut this beard down, and I want you guys to watch. Be like, wow, you do look a lot younger without the beard. I gotta cut this beard down. You know, I love my beard, but once it gets too full, it just doesn't fit me, and I just look way older than I am. I was in a truck stop the other day, and I told somebody to guess my age because we were having a conversation, and he said 30. 30? 30? I had to look at what? So hell no to that, nah. But look, I just want to give you guys a quick update, let you guys know that I finally upgraded into my own truck. Woo, I finally finished my 30,000 miles, or should I say, I finished my 36,000 miles. And before I get into this main topic, I want to give a special shout out to what's her name? Wendy. Give a shout out to Wendy because she has been here at Salt Lake City Terminal waiting for a TNT trainer for 20 days. And that right there in itself is dedication, because if I were in her shoes, I would have been left, I would have been went home. So Wendy, shout out to you. And let me tell you that your TNT phase is gonna go by. Don't worry about it. I know you're gonna be anxious. I was, but take in as much information as you can. And you learn a lot out there, and you learn it mostly through trial and error. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to mess up, because most of the things that I have learned is because it's only because I have messed up. I feel like people was watching me or something like that. Anyways, who cares, right? So shout out to you, Wendy. Hang tough. Look, you got my phone number. You got Tinyhousedreaming's phone number. Contact us. Keep in contact with both of us because we can give you help. We can give you advice. We can give you insight. And you know, we're not veterans in the game yet ourselves, but from that little time that we have been out here, we have learned, and we're here for you. You know what I'm saying? That goes for anybody else who runs into us, you know, or should I say run into her, because nobody knows me, right? So just go out there, knock it out the park, have faith, trust in God or whoever you believe in, and just be hopeful. Be hopeful and know that you might have, I don't know your situation, but you have a lot to lose, and you've sacrificed a lot coming out here. Shout out to you. Now, I want to give a shout out to Tinyhousedreaming too. I know I mentioned her in almost every single video, and the reason is because I really wasn't feeling doing the YouTube thing because I didn't really know, you know, if I would have positive reception. And she convinced me to just keep doing it. You know, I'm going intermodal out of the Fontana, California. So she was telling me how there's very rare, or there's a very low amount of, or zero amount of YouTubers out there that are with Prime that are doing videos who do intermodal. So she said you would be one of a few. So I said, you know what? Let me do that. Let me do that, where I can give you guys an insight on how intermodal works. You know, what is my day in the life like as an intermodal truck driver for Prime? Now, the only downside so far, I haven't even had my first load yet, but the only downside right now is that I had to get into, well, at first it was a downside, now it's a positive. At first, the only downside was I had to get into a lightweight truck, because if you're going intermodal out of Fontana, you have to have a lightweight truck. When I got here Thursday night, I slept. Friday morning, I woke up, went to the 7 o'clock, went to the CBTs, did my simulator. That took all that together took about 6 hours. I had a 3-hour break in between. Troy told me the options we have for trucks here right now are 2 lightweight Freightliner trucks one is a 2015, one is a 2016. I went and looked at the 2015, and it turns out I was looking at the wrong truck the whole time. That wasn't even it. So I went and looked at the 2016. I didn't get in. I just glanced at it because it was in the body shop, right? So I said, okay, it's all right. I like the color. It's cool. I'll take it. I didn't care. I was like, I was just ready to get making some money, get out here, go home. You know, just take my days off. I've been out here for a month and a half now, and I haven't been home. But the only thing was that specific truck had to get some body work, and it had to be detailed because somebody scratched a hole in the passenger door. Literally, it said a hole, or the full word, you know. And I said, okay, that's not a problem. They said, only thing they're gonna do is fix the door, repaint it, buff it out, whatever those guys do, fix scratches on the truck. So the reason why I was sitting here, I've been sitting here since Thursday night. It is currently Monday night. One, I had to do the CVTs on Friday. Then over the weekend, I was waiting for the truck to be ready. Now you guys know that the body shop people don't work on the weekend, so I basically was waiting on the weekend for them to come back to work on Monday to start working on the truck. Now fast forward to today, which is Monday. I wake up, go into Troy's office, and I ask him, you know, what's the update on that truck? Is it ready to roll? What's the deal? You know, I got people at Springfield waiting for me to go take my intermodal class. I guess he forgot, you know, he's so busy, he forgot that he had already kind of assigned me to that truck. So he was like, well, we got two Freightliners here, we got an international out there. And I was like, yeah, an international? A yellow international? Hell no and hell no. Because I had an experience with an international on the training pad a couple months ago when I first came out here, and it was like the stick shift lever was kind of like toyish. It just didn't feel sturdy, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, no. But it turned out to be positive because that's the truck I'm in. And the reason why I'm in that truck is because Tinyhousedreaming shot through. Sorry, I'm using that young terminology, that shoot through to the crib. Tinyhousedreaming came through to the Salt Lake City terminal to say what's up to me. I felt special. And we sat down and we talked for about an hour and a half, just had a blast talking. And I said, well, let's go out and check out and see if my truck is ready to roll. And I didn't think she was going to really come out there with me, but we went out there, and on the way over to the body shop, we saw the yellow International sitting out. And I said, well, he told me about that yellow International right there. Let's go check it out. Walked up to it. I was like, yeah, yellow, nah. Then I looked in the inside, and I was like, this truck is really spacious. For a lightweight truck, the International is really spacious. I can actually fit a refrigerator behind the passenger seat or the driver's seat if I wanted to, which I might do. So it's really spacious. It has a lot of cabinet space as well. It has a nice bed, or it's a new bed. So I said, okay, I'll put that into consideration. I ain't gonna say yes yet. I said, let's go look at the Freightliner over there. Went over there and looked at the Freightliner. And mind you, I hadn't even been inside of it yet. But I let Tiny House get into it first, and her first reaction was like, it was like, hell no. It was like cigarette butts on the floor. There was ashes and lighters, and it smelled really bad. And another downside to it, it was also a 10-speed manual, which I wanted. But the stick shift lever was kind of back. It was in the middle, but it was back, almost by the bunk, it seemed like. And it was crooked. So I was like, yeah, no to this. Nah, I'll pass on this. So we went back into the International, and I said, okay, now the stick shift on here is loose. It just feels flimsy. But I said, you know what? The space compensates. I said, I can get used to the flimsiness. You know, you're going to get used to it anyway. I'll get used to it. I'll make it happen. So I'm currently in this yellow 2016 International, and I'm very happy. You know, I'm very proud of what I've accomplished so far in the 2 months or two and a half months that I've been out here. Damn, 2.5 months, it goes by so quick, y'all. I remember it was so hard for me to leave home, but now I ain't even, you know, it's like whatever, you know, I'm just out here, you know, and with no complaints, really. I'm really having a good time, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to give a shout out to Thomas, my TNT trainer, because he was an amazing trainer, a very supportive trainer, and he was really somebody he's almost like a big brother to me, honestly. And it might sound weird, but me and my trainer have grown close to the point where we almost became team drivers, because I make mistakes, and I'm not chastised for mistakes. I'm explaining, well, this is how you do it, and I don't do it again. And I haven't made any big mistakes out there, but everything that you learn out here is trial and error. You learn through doing it yourself, messing up, and not doing it again, because okay, I'm not going to do that again. So it's been a good experience. It's been a really good experience. And leaving my TNT truck is really bittersweet. It's really bittersweet because I've had a very, 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 very good time on the TNT truck. So I keep hearing noises or something. Is this truck haunted? Might be some ghosts on this truck though. I might gotta get back on that Freightliner. I think there's some goblins up in here. Sure. Anyway, let me play. I'm from LA. I get the Glock real quick. Alright guys. So I'm gonna be documenting stuff much more about my intermodal journey when I get back home to California. The next video I'm gonna make is documenting my first ever trip by myself from Utah to Missouri to take my intermodal class. And I'll do some more videos there. Thank you guys for watching this video. For the guys who did. Until next time. Stay positive, everybody. Peace is love. Love is... I'm not even gonna do all that. I'm not even like that. Just take care of yourselves, guys. Wendy, keep your head up. Tiny House, thank you. Junior, thank you for following me. Bye, guys.